and we're going to be doing problem number 26. And that problem involves a triangle. So since we're talking about a geometry problem and we're talking about a triangle, I'm going to draw just some abstract triangle so that I can put down the information that they're giving us in this problem. And the first thing it says is one side of a triangle is half the longest side. So I'm going to say that this is my longest side, so I'm going to call that x. So x is my longest side. And then it says one side of a triangle is half the longest side. So that means I'm going to take the longest side and divide it by 2. So we could say this side over here is 1/2 of, that means multiplication, the longest side, which is x. Or you could rewrite this as the longest side being divided by x. Either way is the same, means the same thing. And then it says the third side is 10 meters less than the longest side. And when we're talking about 10 meters less, that means we're going to be taking the longest side and adding or subtracting. Subtracting if we're talking about less, 10 meters. So this is one way to set up the triangle. Another way to set up the triangle is to take the shortest side and make that x. So x would be my shortest side. And then my longest side was going to be 2 times that, twice as long. And then to find the third side is going to be the longest side, which is 2x, and I'm going to subtract 10. What this helps do is create a problem that doesn't have any fractions. And that's always nice to have. So I'm going to be using this setup right here. And the rest of the information in the problem, which says the perimeter is 45 meters, find all 3 sides. So remember that if we're talking about the perimeter of a triangle, we're talking about side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. And it says the perimeter is 45 meters. So I'm going to put in 45 meters for my perimeter. Side 1 I'm going to call x. Side 2 I'm going to call 2x. And side 3 I'm going to call 2x minus 10. Now that you have the setup for your equation, you can go ahead and solve it. And to solve it, you need to remove your parentheses. And since we're adding, we don't need to worry about doing anything with the parentheses or the expression inside the parentheses. So it's going to become 2x minus 10. Then we want to combine like terms on the right side of the problem. So we end up with 45 meters equals, and this is a 1 in front of this x, so 1 plus 2 gives me 5 x's, and then I have minus 10. Okay, I want to try to get x by itself, so I'm going to add 10 to both sides. I end up with 55 equals 5x, and then I'm trying to solve x, so I'm going to divide both sides by 5. And when I do that, I end up with x equals 11. So that would be my shortest, or one of my sides, side 1. So we'll call this, let me write this down up here. This is going to be side 1, this we said was side 2, and this we said was side 3. So side 1, that's my x, is going to be 11 meters. Side 2 is 2x, which is 2 times 11, which is 22 meters. And then side 3 is 2x minus 10, which is 22 minus 10, which is 12 meters. Now if you figured this all out correctly, the sides, remember that your perimeter has got to be equal to side 1 plus side 2 plus side 3. So 45 had better equal 11 plus 22 plus 12. See, 33, yep. So 45 equals 45. It checks, and this is my answer to problem number 26.